Hello everybody and welcome back to Vlogmas Day 7. We are 1 week in of our 25 days of Vlogmas. Today's video is not going to be sewing the joggers. Sadly, that will be coming very soon. I apologize on that. It's just very time consuming and today's been pretty busy. In other news, I do have some pretty cool stuff. The rest of the materials that I ordered for my poncho actually came in. So we can actually take a look at that. Without further ado, let's break it down. Alright, so there are 4 main layers in this poncho. There's a shell, a mid-layer, batting, and a liner. The shell is made out of a 1.9 ounce polyurethane coated nylon ripstop. The polyurethane coating actually allows this to be fully waterproof and wind resistant. This is 70 denier, and from what I've read, that means it's like a waterproof rating. So it can be waterproof like a certain amount, I think. I'm not 100% sure on what denier means. Being waterproof and wind resistant is really crucial in having a weatherproof poncho, in my opinion. I chose this specific material because it is top-notch quality, soft to the touch, easy to use, and very versatile. Alright, so this is going to be the shell of the poncho. Let's move on to the mid layer. You already saw it. It is that wool coating that I showed you last time. The name of this material is Italian double-faced wool coating. It is 85% wool and 15% polyester. This material has fantastic insulation properties, which really complements the batting that I'm about to explain. Double-faced just means it is reversible. It is the same exact on both sides. This is a very high tensile strength material that will not break down very easily, so it will last for a very, very long time while still looking brand new. I chose this for very similar reasons to the ripstop. It's just a fantastic material to use and I'm super excited to put it on the poncho. Let's move on to the batting, which sadly I do not have my hands on. I sent it off to the manufacturer. Even though I don't have it, I do have some pretty good information describing it, so I'll try to do my best. I'm going to be using what's called ClimaShield Apex, like the video game, 2.5 ounce insulation. This is a very high-tech synthetic down material. It is the lightest and most thermally efficient batting currently on the market. So what batting means pretty much is just insulation. The material even stays warm when it's wet or humid. So you know it's some pretty good stuff. Wool actually stays warm when it's wet too. That's another cool thing about the other material. The wool in this Apex 2.5 ounce are going to mesh together so perfectly, I swear. One thing I do have though is the liner. And this stuff is fantastic. Oh my god, it's so soft. This matte polyester satin material feels so luxurious and soft. There's not a ton to talk about just because it's a liner and it's not super high tech, it's just like a polyester liner. But it is a medium weight material, which means it's semi-rigid, while keeping a super soft texture like satin usually is. But with most satin materials, you usually see like a high shine. I didn't really love the high shine of most of the ones that I've seen, so I wanted to go with a more matte finish. I think the matte just looks a little bit cleaner, and when it gets quilted to that nice batting, I think it is going to look A+. Alright, so now that we've gotten the main components of the poncho out of the way, the shell, the mid layer, the batting, and the liner, we have what are called notions. So the mask, the buttons, the snaps, and the trim. So for this mask, I will be using a medium weight 100% cotton cloth. The reason I'm using this for the mask is because it is breathable, really soft, and has a slight stretch to it. So it's a very nice material. This is basically what t-shirts are made out of, and t-shirts are super breathable. So I figured, why not try this on the mask? Who knows, it could work pretty well. All right, now let's bring out the trim. I've already shown this before. It's basically just a 2 1/4 inch black satin ribbon. This is super soft and easily manipulated, so it will be great to go around the edges of the poncho. Super cool, super cool. And next up, we have the snap buttons, which I'm pretty sure I also showed off. These are so functional. Oh my god, I love these so much. They're actually pretty easy to remove. It's a little bit harder that it's not attached to anything, but even then, I mean, it's not that bad. These are usually used on like purses and winter jackets. And in my opinion, I think these are very, very underappreciated in fashion. I'm really gonna try to bring more light to these. I want ponchos to be the next big thing. I swear, it's such a good idea. Who doesn't want a winter jacket that doesn't need to be zipped up and your arms are just like free? Like what? And lastly, something else that I actually don't have in the studio is the buttons. These are just going to be standard 4-hole buttons. They're going to be in this same antique gold finish. There's not a ton to talk about there. I mean, they're really cool, but it's just a button. So I figured I didn't really need it to make this video. And that's pretty much a breakdown of all the materials I'm going to be using on my poncho. Fingers crossed I can actually get it soon. Hopefully I can get it soon. They made the pattern. They're working on a muslin sample currently just because it's so specialized. Because it's so specialized, they need to make an extra sample before the full sample comes out. Because you know me, I just love that custom stuff. Oh man, I'm so excited for this thing to come in. I'm actually about to ship all of this material to them. I wanted to make sure it was exactly what I wanted. I want this to be perfect. I've been working for this poncho for nearly 2 years. I just want this thing so bad. Without further ado, that is the end of this video. I will see you tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 8. I appreciate you for sticking through this. I know it's a bit of a longer video, and I would seriously appreciate if you guys could like, comment, and subscribe. I would love to hear what you guys would like to see from us next. And as always, stay awesome.